Right, we're keeping on with the difference of squares theme, but these now aren't, so quickly, okay, these aren't x squared ones. So again, if I did x squared minus 36, again remember, that would be x plus 6 and x minus 6, okay? So remember, but these aren't x squareds, they're x to the fourths. Well, in some ways I've kind of almost got the answer written there already, because it's just that one step higher up. Instead of x squared, it's x to the fourth. But have a look at this, okay? So again, if I was to do this, let's just bring it down here. This time, instead of an x and an x in each one, which will give me an x squared, it is actually an x squared and an x squared in each one, because that will give me the x fourth. Go back and look at that, okay? Remember, when you multiply, you add the exponents. So that is the start. It's not x and an x, which is the x squared questions. It's an x squared and an x squared, which are the x fourth questions, okay? It's still the same as the parentheses above. It's still a 6 and a negative 6, okay? It's just it's got this different start here and here, okay? Because it's not x squared minus 36, it's x to the fourth minus 36. There you go, okay? Okay, let's look at question 12. Not a lot of difference, but there is a little extra step to this one. So again, okay, I'm going to start it like this. Okay, it's not x squared, it's x to the fourth, so it starts with an x squared and another x squared, and that's where the x to the fourth comes from. Again, add exponents, you get 4. The 16, again, just like the difference of squares, is a plus 4 and a minus 4, and that's why you get negative 16. Okay, now, just as this has now been done, okay, there's the answer to question 11, this also looks like it's been done, but it hasn't, and you have to spot this. The reason is this here. That, the second parenthesis, is another difference of squares. Look at it. Again, it's like x squared minus 4, I can square root the x squared, I can square root the 4, I'm going to get another 2 parentheses just from that. So, let's keep the first one, because just that, okay, let me just mention this right now, you can't do the addition of squares, alright? The reason is you've always got to have a difference. There's always got to be a minus number at the end, like the minus 16 or the minus 36 or this minus 4, because one has to be plus, one has to be minus for the middle term to cancel. So you'll always get a negative number at the end. So, just out of interest, you can't do 13. Alright? It's an addition. You only do the difference of squares. Right, so here we go. X squared minus 4. So again, an x squared would become an x and an x. How do you get the 4? A 2. And a 2, and again, because it's negative 4, 1 plus, 1 minus, that's the final answer for question 12. I had to stop here, up here, for question 11, because I can't do the x squared minus 6, because I can't square root the 6. But I can square root the 4, it's another difference of squares. So just be aware of those. They're not on the test, actually, but just think about the x fourth questions. That's it.